January 1st, 2024, New Year's Day, Bayside Marketplace in downtown Miami. As the sun set, something happened at the mall that triggered one of the largest police responses in modern American history. Soon, the mainstream media had a story. A large group of kids fighting. And if you dig just a bit beyond that story, there are plenty of things to question. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Miami Mall incident. Numerous witnesses discussing shadow people,
8 to 10 foot creatures walking down Biscayne Boulevard and walking on Bayside.
It's really aliens.
options for a cover story, and even potential connections to top secret bases, and more. This is a good one, folks. This is a Tinfoil report. As always, make sure to give this a grade on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being a hoax, 10 being totally real. Let me know in the comments down below.
Our #1 trending story on CBSMiami.com.
It involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
According to arrest reports, police say a large group of teens started causing a riot inside the mall and were lighting loud fireworks. They were entering businesses possibly armed with sticks, causing damage inside stores, and just creating panic for people inside Bayside.
According to the Miami Police Department and every major news outlet, the chaos on New Year's Day at Bayside Mall was caused by a group of roughly 50 teenagers who would light fireworks.
Media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on.
It was eventually reported that 4 teens would be arrested. Now let's talk about this police response really quick. Does this look like crowd control for rowdy teens with firecrackers to you? It would be stated that this massive response was brought because the fireworks were confused for gunshots. However, for what would amount to be kids fighting, the sheer number of police cars is extraordinary to me. This response force looks like it's capable of invading a small country, and we arrested 4 kids. Miami PD would film this response.
Officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it, so they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd.
Every free officer in the city for kids with fireworks.
So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
What we're looking at here are police reports, courtesy of Redditor Grapplerman. We can see no shots were fired according to official documents. We also see that Grapplerman requested body cam footage as well as 911 audio. The response, as you can guess, was a no, as minors were involved. We can't get blurred footage or a phone call. Let's listen to this news story for a second.
A chaotic scene near Bayside Marketplace after dozens of police cars flooded the area.
Yeah, police say it all started after a group of teenagers became unruly. According to investigators, some were fighting and others were setting off fireworks, which then led people to believe they heard gunshots, and that just caused panic. Officers quickly responded to the scene. 3 people are now in custody.
Everything sounds normal, right? Just like the clips I was showing earlier. One major problem. The date on this news update? January 2nd, 2023. So a year earlier, on the exact same day, the same event occurs at the same place. Quote, dozens of police cars at Bayside Mall thinking fireworks were gunshots. Kids arrested for fighting. So is this a glitch in the Matrix, a coincidence, or a cover story where a mistake was made? And if this is a cover story, what were that many officers responding to?
We were shopping at the mall and we noticed a lot of kids there. It wasn't a real big deal at first until they got to arguing and shoving, and then like weapons got brought in and they started fighting, running all over the mall, chaos just all over the place. So we thought we heard gunshots, but it turns out that was actually fireworks. But either way, that caused everybody to start rushing for the doors. People was leaving stuff behind. I mean, just dragging their kids. We running, we look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And shit, we just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't say that was aliens, but I can say that was not human.
I suddenly see hundreds, and I mean hundreds of cop cars swarming the entire city, the entire area. You could literally hear the sirens from over a mile away. I've never seen anything like this. Guys, I've been in Miami 3 years and I've never seen a response like this. I genuinely thought that there was some kind of terrorist attack. It was honestly frightening. So obviously I'm curious. I pull up the car, we get out and we start talking to people. People are pretty calm. I'm talking to them, I'm asking them what's going on. And one person told me that they were at the Bayside marketplace. And again, these are their words, I kid you not. They told me that they saw a creature, I know it sounds ridiculous, 7 feet tall.
Cap, I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving.
To set the record straight, man. Like, I literally have been getting interrogated by the Miami Police Department for days, my dude.
Don't listen to the media. This shit is real. And whatever it is, they do not want people to know about it.
Soon, social media would be flooded with supposed witness testimony of what actually happened at Bayside Mall. Witnesses would independently describe very tall, shadowy creatures. Not solid matter, almost like smoke or static that had taken human shape. They described these things as glitching and phasing in and out of reality. It's tough to find any actual footage of these supposed beings. This clip went viral. It shows a supposed creature walking. That would be debunked as someone walking and casting a shadow. Images like this would pop up and go around. A point would often come up about a quote, portal opening up, and that's where the beings would come from. This would cause the zone to be flooded with fake early AI videos like this. So were these people all clout chasing? The description of these beings themselves align uncomfortably well with reports from Skinwalker Ranch and other high strangeness hotspots investigated by journalists like George Knapp. This whole incident sounds a lot like reports of shadow beings that actually caused chaos at Area 2, located 18 miles south of Area 51. Let's take it from George Knapp.
Over Area 2.
This former security officer says intrusions didn't only happen in the sky. There were multiple incidents of bizarre shadow people seen in and around Area 2, including one dramatic incident from 1991 when security teams were on high alert.
This person was never found, but the airman that had seen this person described them as being really tall, like 7 foot.
It looked like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it looked like a person, but it didn't have definitive shape of a head.
Like vague, like a mist or something.
No mist. It was black. It was like a dark blob.
We may not have any direct verified footage from witnesses at Bayside Mall of these shadow creatures, but what if we have footage from a kind of similar event in Las Vegas in 2023? Here, we see a giant shadowy figure behind the fence. At one point, Angel Kenmore, the person in the footage, would describe his backyard as, quote, blurry. I did a full breakdown of the Las Vegas aliens incident of 2023 on my channel. I highly recommend checking it out for more details. I'll put the link down below. One of the biggest questions that everybody has about this incident is if there were shadow creatures walking around the Bayside Mall and scaring people, where are the videos? Where's the footage? On the flip side, where's the footage of supposedly 50 teenagers fighting? You're telling me a massive fight was occurring with fireworks being shot off and not one teenager was filming this? This news clip shows teenagers fighting, clearly not in the Bayside marketplace either. There were even rumors that this was old footage, not even new footage, online. Maybe it matched up with the teenagers fighting from 1 year ago exactly? Rumors would swirl online that the police had encircled the area.
Cops stopped us. They took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. They wrote it down. And they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go.
Mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to detain these people, whatever. But, me and my girl, we ended up just, sliding past all that and everything like that. But, a lot of people saying, why didn't nobody film and all that? When that type of shit is going on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like some paranormal, nobody thinking about no phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going survival mode. But for real, they lying, yo. It was, all them officers and all that, they was not there because of no kids fighting.
They asked us what we saw. It was me, two of my cousins, and one of my homegirls. All three of us being basically locked the fuck up. I ain't trying to get in trouble or nothing like that, but I'm just telling y'all, man. This shit is so real, man. Like, everybody saw it. There will be more reports coming out. There will be more reports coming out on this, man. But I just want to go on record and speak my truth. They asked us not to speak about it.
I find it hard to believe that no real footage would get out, like somebody wouldn't break past this barricade of police officers, but that's one option. We also have reports of a large power outage in the area, seen in a viral tweet here. Date is January 1st, 2024. This same person would tweet reports of flights being grounded. Full disclosure, in using Google Gemini search, I found two seemingly nuked Reddit threads that unfortunately aren't on Internet Archive. One seems to be discussing jammed cell service in the area. The other one is talking about power flickering. We can't read the comments, but just food for thought. These could be fully hallucinated links, but I just think it was worthy to point out. One of the reported witnesses was named Fitz, a TikTok user who claimed to have been there. He was one of the first to talk about his story. In a separate TikTok video, he claims to have just so happened to be at the Bayside Mall with an old school VHS camcorder, technology that would of course be immune to digital jamming. He promised to digitize and release the footage of the entities. Fitz's account would blow up. After posting some questionable videos, he would then delete his videos. Again, was this a case of clout chasing from the start, or did someone get to him?
Whoa, guys, hey, this is Fitz. I'm okay. I just want to let you guys know everything's fine. I'm not actually in a manhunt. This is actually just a film project, and it's like a little character that I've created around the Bayside thing. My bad if it affected you that way. I owe you one. You might not like me, but I still like you.
Other supposed witnesses on TikTok that had seemed very serious in their initial videos would start to say things like this.
Crazy. I never been to Miami in my life. I was dead trolling, yo. Y'all can't be that, y'all can't be that gullible, yo. I was just dead ass trolling. I've never been to Miami. I'm not in danger. I'm chilling. Fuck it. Y'all want to make me go viral. I don't give a fuck. But yo, listen, for real. I was trolling. I'm chilling. What's wrong with y'all? Shit crazy, yo. Y'all bugging.
Many videos were removed for, quote, violating community guidelines. I want to pay special attention to this video, filmed by Brendan.
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami, and I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it?
How many times you want me to slice the pie? I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What?
I do know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Can you at least say, like, whatever? So they're saying it's like a fight broke out. Why did they send so many police cars? Are you serious? You can't say any? I don't know what else you want me to say. You're no help, dude.
I'm sorry.
We get a tense conversation as he asks his dad, who is unaware he's being filmed and also potentially a sheriff in Miami, what happened. With a bit of investigation, we can clearly see that this person was running for sheriff in Miami. These photos, of course, were taken at the time. Personally, I highly doubt someone who was running for sheriff at the time would choose to be a part of a story like this and make up this lie. Great acting by the officer if this was the case, but this is definitely an interesting piece of information. More police response here.
January 2nd, 2024, with the whole Bayside situation, y'all gotta be stopped. Y'all gotta stop believing these people on TikTok and social media and all. Man, y'all gotta be stopped. In regards to this Bayside incident, we did not respond because it was 9-foot, 10-foot creatures and all this other bullshit y'all got going on. Bro, I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. There was no black ops helicopter circling around the entire mall or any of that shit. There's no creatures, no nothing. It was a bunch of juveniles fighting and throwing fireworks at people. That's why we responded. Bro, y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. Like, stop clout chasing. There was no helicopters, no creatures, none of that. Stop. And for the people online looking at this, so y'all gotta stop believing them. Seriously. Stop.
I love in the debunking video released by police, the officer would end the video by emphasizing, there are no aliens at Bayside Mall at this time.
I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami, in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
Way to throw that in there at the end. Couldn't just leave it at, there was never any aliens at the Bayside Mall. You might ask, where did these beings come from? If you think shadow creatures are too much, buckle up. Because the internet found a connection that is either a massive coincidence or evidence of a global cover-up. Users online would figure out that if you flipped the coordinates, reversing north to south and west to east, the coordinates would actually be aligned at a desolate place in Antarctica.
From this, it started glowing, and it looked like somebody put a foot out like that. And then somebody put a hand out like that. And then all you see was this. All you see was like this, an image like that. That's all I seen. This was all glowing, so it was bright. This was the dark thing that I thought I seen come out. It looked like that. That's what came out. I was right here looking. It was me and 4 other dudes. 2 other guys ran over here and started filming. I'm waiting for them to give me the footage. But they say they got this thing coming out, and it didn't look like somebody. It looked more like everything got disrupted and was all wavy, and it did that effect. That's what it looked like to me.
The theory suggests that the portal that was mentioned earlier was potentially supposed to deposit these beings in Antarctica, but this glitch dropped these entities into a crowded Florida mall instead. Antarctica has long been rumored to have strange bases or even alien and UFO connections. If there's a place on Earth creatures could hide, this may be the best place outside of the ocean. I know this specific point seems far-fetched, I will say Antarctica is a real strange place, and I'm planning on doing a future video of a deep dive on Antarctica and UFOs, so stay tuned. One thing that can get missed with this case was there was supposedly a recorded UFO sighting that occurred right as this event was taking place, give or take about a half hour or so. The video is definitely very interesting, but I could only find one angle of it being recorded, unfortunately.
Did the kid fall out to look? Did you see it? Though when it was over here, it looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire. I don't think that's it. That's not my bed. There's the door. What the heck? Look at it, boy. Look at it. Look at it. It don't even look normal. It like it turned into a spirit.
So we have every single police officer in the city that's available respond to fireworks. We have dozens of witnesses describing the same 10-foot shadow beings. We have reports of power outages, police wiping phones, and a sheriff unable to talk about events. With this being a tinfoil report, I'd love to see a score from 1 to 10. Again, 1 being a hoax, 10 being this was a totally real event. Let me know what you're all thinking, even if it's different from everybody else's score. Personally, I'm gonna go with a 6 on this one. On one hand, we do seem to have no legitimate video evidence. I do find it a bit hard to believe that no video footage would happen to make it past the supposed blockade of cops locking people into the mall to check people's phones. But again, to counter that, where's the supposed footage of the fight at Bayside Marketplace on January 1st, 2024, not the old footage? Now, the witnesses could be clout chasing, and it can be hard to tell sometimes, but my favorite quote witness that I don't think is clout chasing in the slightest here is the person running for sheriff who doesn't know he's being filmed. I highly doubt he would jeopardize his, at the time, ongoing sheriff campaign for a publicity stunt like this. Far from a confirmation, of course, but just something to keep in mind. We do have the UFO sighting, which I did think was interesting, but with no corroborating witnesses that I could find, it's just something to keep in the back pocket. This one gives me strong cover-up vibes. Much like the Las Vegas alien case of 2023, it just feels like there's more here than we can see on the surface. But now I want to know what you think. Tell me how likely you think this was on a scale from 1 to 10 in the comments below. If you disagree on a score, let's talk about why. If you're liking these deep dives, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. It really does help the channel, and I also just love talking to everybody. Thanks to everyone for watching, and as always, stay curious.